Mixing alcohol and ADHD meds. Why it is dangerous to mix alcohol with ADHD meds, especially the stimulant ones like Adderall, Vyvanse, Adderall XR, Ritalin. What happens when you mix these two? Well, let me teach you about how your brain works. Coffee is a great way to explain this. In the morning, we drink coffee to wake us up, or we think it wakes us up. Well, guess what? Coffee does not give us rest, and we do not sleep at all or sleep anymore. So coffee actually doesn't wake us up, but it's a stimulant, so it tricks our brain into thinking it's more energized, it's producing dopamine. So guess what? We don't feel the effects of our exhaustion as much as we do the caffeine that's going through our system. Now, this relates solely back to Adderall and alcohol combined. Adderall is a stimulant, and most ADHD meds are. There are non-stimulant ADHD meds, but even when it comes to dioxin, which is legalized meth, it's actually methamphetamines. 16,000 prescriptions a year are sent out actually for this. If you read the bottle, it says methamphetamines. This is an amphetamine salt, but there's also Vyvanse and a lot of the other ones. This effect is stronger than a beer. This beer right here, I could drink this beer after taking an Adderall, and guess what? I don't feel the effects of the alcohol at all. I am not calmed down. I'm not feeling it at all. Guess what? I think maybe I have a higher tolerance than what I do. Next thing you know, I have another beer, still not feeling the effects. It's not because Adderall is forcing this alcohol, or even when it comes down to stimulants such as cocaine or meth, it's not that it's forcing my body to process this alcohol to actually metabolize it through my liver. The alcohol is actually still going through my system and metabolizing the same as it ever did, except that my brain is producing more dopamine, more serotonin. It has a stronger effect from this stimulant than it does the alcohol. Gives me a false sense that I'm sober. Now I'm not sober. This is why the two of these are so dangerous to tying together, because now all of a sudden we think we have this tolerance that we're drinking more alcohol than what we normally do, to the point that I feel that alcohol is like the gateway drug, man. I wasn't snorting Coke until I was drinking alcohol. Alcohol, 1-2 beers into my system, led me down a path of really bad decisions. When you mix these two, I mean, anywhere from weight gain to driving and getting a DUI to killing somebody in a DUI to alcohol poisoning, I mean, there's tons of reasons why not to combine these two medications with this alcohol. And it's something that a lot of people aren't explained, because let's face it, I mean, Adderall, Ritalin, a lot of these things do produce a lot of dopamine, because with ADHD, dopamine slows us down. That's why if you drink coffee, guess what? If you're ADHD and drink coffee, coffee can actually put you to sleep if you drink too much. It's because of how our brain interacts with it, and that is one of the signs of having ADHD. But when you mix these two, it is a very dangerous combination, because you're not processing it through at all, and it gives you this impression that you can drink and do a lot more than what you essentially should be. So when you mix these two next time, be extremely careful. It is a very dangerous combination to mix. You are not getting sober whatsoever. You are just getting more and more fucked up. Believe me on that. I got sober 7/25/17. My drugs of choice were alcohol and cocaine. That was what I did, man. I was drinking 2 to 3 fifths of vodka a day. I was doing 1 to 2 8-balls of Coke a day. My life revolved around these substances. And unfortunately, I did a lot of this for self-medication. I'd actually stopped taking my meds and started self-medicating. And that's a reality of addiction, man. Find your way, find how you get sober. Because we all get sober different ways, whether it's through treatment centers, outpatient, inpatient, whatever it might be. Find your way, because your way is extremely important and it's unique to you. We all get sober different ways, and that's the thing I don't think people realize, is that we get sober different ways. There's no right or wrong way. I mean, therapy helped me tremendously. Medication helped me tremendously. AA helped me at times. Find your path. And again, remember, your path is going to be unique. It's going to be one of a kind, and do you. I believe in you, man. If I can get sober, you can too. It is one day at a time. It is going forward every single day. 7/25, I look back at that day, and I'm glad that I hit rock bottom, and I decided back in 2017 to start fighting for myself, because it took a while, but it finally got better. And you're worth that. You're worth the fight, believe me. And for the ones doing it one day at a time, I'm proud of you.